Hi, I'm Scott Gilb. I'm an associate producer with The Pioneer, and today we have one of the world's most accomplished Arctic explorers here with us, Doug Stoup.
I'm actually bipolar.
You're bipolar?
Yeah, Antarctic and Antarctic.
And, yep, South Pole, North Pole. Okay. All right, Doug, you begin by discussing your 501c3, the ISACS Foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. My kids program sort of started organically with me going on adventures, and I would love going to some of these remote places, and I had started out just with my friends going, and I was looking for ways to really exploit different things, whether it's education or science work or just something different, and I pioneered doing satellite dispatches from remote places. So I started talking to classrooms live using a BGAN satellite communicator, and from remote places, it's the same thing. I can put it in my backpack and climb to the top of Everest and have a high-speed internet connection.
And the kids must love having a live penguin on the screen.
You're right. Just that whole interaction is just fascinating, and like the hair on the back of my neck turns up when I'm, interacting with them. And I'm starting to take students with me, and it's almost like a journalism in a box, where they have to write the script, set up the technology, do a dispatch, learn how to edit, and then all the students that are following can follow that dispatch each day, and then we do one live feed into the classroom. There's curriculum involved in it, and so it's sort of taken a life of its own, and that's really what I'm proud of. It's really, some of these amazing interactive conversations that you can have with students, and they can, instead of opening up a book, they can have this live conversation and learn about an Natalie penguin, or they can learn about an anaconda right live.
Much more interactive experience.
Yep.
I'm an avid mountain biker myself, and I know your ice bike kind of changed the game. Can you elaborate a little on how you kind of came up with this idea?
Well, I'm a dreamer, and I wanted to find a faster way. I had just gotten back from skiing with a blind gentleman and a deaf gentleman from the coast of Antarctica to the geographic South Pole. It was 787 miles in 62 days. And I wanted to find a faster way to do it, so I've designed this ice bike with a friend of mine named Dan Hannebrink. Yep, but I went 350 miles around the heritage range in the interior of Antarctica solo. I mean, we have to think outside the box. With my friend Aaron, he can't feel his toes, so we have to design thermocouplers where we're taping temperature gauges to his toes and run wires up his leg and have a temperature gauge on his stomach. So I know that his feet aren't freezing. That would be awful if something happened. So you really have to cover all your bases and think outside the box.
Yeah. So we are called The Pioneer, and you are a pioneer in every sense of the word.
Oh, thank you.
Could you kind of give us another example of one of the greatest challenges you've had to overcome as both an outdoor field guide and as a climate reality leader?
Yeah, I think I love pushing the limits of human endurance, but I think as a pioneer, the climate issue is a serious one, and I think we all need to do our part, and whether it's recycle, renew, reusing, but really I think our elected officials really need to know, and we all need to put our word out there to change that. And I mean, as students at UVA and youth, you guys are our future. I mean, I'm going to be around, and you probably will be, but your kids and your kids' kids, that's the future that we leave for them, and we need to do something about it now. I work with scientists all the time, and they really believe that it might even be irreversible. So I'm seeing some really witnessing some disturbing things, especially on the Arctic Ocean, and I think it's an early warning sign.
Yeah, you've been to the North Pole 20-something times and the South Pole 15 times. Have you seen dramatic transformations every time you've gone?
In my talk today at TomTom, I sort of showed that. I'm seeing a lot of single-year ice at the North Pole right now, and a lot of that's melting in the summer months and becoming ice-free. I'm seeing big differences, and hopefully we can do something about it.
Sure hope so. Well, Doug, thanks for coming to see us.
All right,
really
thank you very much.
Appreciate the inspiration, and good luck in all your future adventures.
Right on. Go Cavaliers.
Go Cavs.